I'd say supper's almost ready. There ain't nobody in here yet. Maybe nobody will come. But little Nugget's sitting here with me. I hadn't seen her the whole time it's been raining. Her and little T's been hanging out in the garage, the old garage right here. Right there's little T. The kitty cat's is eating some cheese. Little Nugget's just a purring. They're eating cheese out there, Nugget, if you want some, honey. I'm hanging out with my kitty cats, waiting on supper to get ready. Little Nugget's come and seen me for the first time today. It's been raining like crazy, so she's been in the old garage, her and little T. But she's taking some lovin's now, giving some lovin's. I'm waiting on supper to get ready. There's a little bit of cheese I dumped out. I couldn't eat it all. Put some on my potatoes. And the kitty cats is eating what was left. Little T, Rosalind, and Beautiful. Cronus is eating the cheese. Bubba's guarding the grill. He's laying under the firebox. I'd say it's good and warm under there. It's probably cool to the cats. It's 70 degrees. Madam Fluffy's on the other side of the grill, right there behind the lighter fluid. Sunshine's cleaning herself and walking. Here's Rosalind. She's coming to me, the first love she's given me today. Like I said, it's been raining like crazy. Rosalind's a beautiful girl, ain't she? Shows we got 16 people in here now. 19. How's everybody doing? It's good to see each and every one of you. I'm glad you're here. You gonna let me love on you, little T? Nugget says, I want you to. Look here. Come here, little T. Aw. He fooled me. I'll tell you all on this live. I'm glad you're good, Chloe. All the kitty cats said hi, Chloe. The Purple Sheik. I like the name. How you doing? I'm just hanging out with my kitty cats. Sunshine right there, the one walking. I put some antibiotics down her throat a while ago. She looks all, well, she acts all right, but she's looking a little skinny. So I forced some antibiotics down her throat. She's one of the few yellow ones that'll let me fool with them. Bubba and her and Mama B's the only yellow ones that'll let me fool with them. Little T's eating some grass. I'm fixing us some supper. We're gonna have meatloaf and taters. Cheesy taters. Which cat, Chloe? There's about 23 here. It is Peaceful Purple Sheik. I'm right here on the foothill of the Appalachian Mountains by myself on a 5-acre property with about 25 cats. It's as peaceful as it gets. I've got deer that beds down here every night. You're just seeing one corner of my property right now. It runs back that way. You see that gate? That gate goes up to my house this way up there. Old tobacco barn full of old classic cars. It's God's country. It's as peaceful as it gets around here. This here's little Cronus. If you know anything about ancient history, Cronus was the Titan of time. That's who I named this little man after. The kitty cats are guarding the meatloaf. They smell it in the grill. I'm smoking a meatloaf and taters. Little T, he's feral. He let me pet him the other day. He ain't let me pet him since, though. He's a feral little boy. That little yellow girl right there is beautiful. That's her name. She's feral. She won't let me pet her. There's a good 16 to 18 more somewhere. They realize I get the food off the grill, they'll be here. Which I've got an old single wide trailer right behind me. That old trailer, I used to rent it out to people, and I just let them approach me, Purple Chic. The yellow boy, these two yellow ones right here, well, if I can figure out how to get it zoomed, them two yellow ones right there, I can approach them and they'll let me pick them up. But all of them won't. If I just stand up, the most of them will take off. They'll run and hide, which, like I said, they're feral. You can see two more. They've come down from the house. See, that black one is Black Jack, and then there's another black and white one right there in the fence line named Jackson. They like playing in that tall grass right there, that Johnson grass. But I forgot what I was saying. Oh, I leave this single wide trailer open for the cats now since the last tenants destroyed it. The last tenants had a bunch of dogs and they'd keep them shut up in there, and it ruined it. It ruined the place. It needs a floor put in it. But I just leave it open now. Let the cats stay in it. Like I said, there's about 25 cats here that they're all feral, abandoned, unwanted cats from the little town I live in. My property adjoins a trailer park, a mobile home park, and those people will move out and just throw their cats outside and leave them. And they come over to my property because I'll feed them. But at all times, they've got dry food in this shed. They don't never go hungry. How you doing, Zane? Zany? I'm glad y'all here with me. This is the second live I've ever done, and it showed I've been up to 45 people so far. I just hang out here when I'm not working. I hang out on my property. I feed kitty cats and I watch nature. It is a lot of cats. But I'm going to feed them so they don't starve to death. The county I live in don't have a shelter. They don't have animal control. And I'm glad. I'm glad they don't put them to death. I'm glad they find their way to me. That way I can feed them and I can love them forever. That's what I've dedicated the past 20 years of my life to, is cats. And I'm going to dedicate the rest of it to them. Well, I dedicated my life to Jesus Christ. But through Jesus Christ, he led me to start taking care of innocent creatures. There's deer here every night. Sometimes there's a black bear, skunks, raccoons. I've got it all. The kitty cat's keeping guard on the smoker. They keeping guard on it. But when I'm not working, we just hang out here. I hang out with the cats. It's peaceful. If all of you ain't seen my videos, you can look on my channel. You'll see deer, bucks and does, raccoons, skunks. I've got skunks here that thinks they're cats. They'll probably be out here at any time. They come out a couple hours before dark. Skunks do that in the fall, looking for food. This girl right here's name's Beautiful. That's my little trash pile. I've been trying to burn my trash, but it's been raining. Them bags was wet and didn't burn up. But Beautiful that just walked in, she's 100% feral. How you doing, Aliagi? I hope I said that right. I tried to do it by memory from what you told me in the comment. Did I say it right? It's been raining here pretty good, Aliagi, so I ain't got a big crowd yet. But you can see the guardians of the grill. Bubba, Sunshine, Nugget, and Fluffy. I'd say the meatloaf's done. I'm pretty sure it's done. I know the potatoes are. Oh, I didn't get it right? You said close enough. That means I didn't get it right. My guardians of the grill here, they're awaiting the meatloaf. I am too. It looks delicious. The heat got kind of high on it one time. I hope it didn't burn it up. Yeah, the heat's high on it right now. Yeah, the taters are definitely done. That's the meatloaf. The taters are definitely done. The cheese is browned on them. I bought every bit of that ground beef for $9. Which it got bigger when I put crackers and stuff in it. And them's diced up potatoes with green pepper and onion, cheese on top. But say hi, Bubba. It was meatloaf and diced up potatoes with cheese, green pepper and onion in the meatloaf, and green pepper and onion in the taters. Look how beautiful Bubba is. Sunshine's beautiful. Madam Fluffy's beautiful. Rosalind's beautiful. All my beautiful kitty cats. What are you doing, Bubba? You gonna attack me, Bubba? You gonna attack me right off the bat? Hope I've been by myself for many years. And I had to learn how to cook, which I knew how to cook pretty much my whole life. My mama told me at a young age, with my attitude, I was going to have to learn how to cook so I could take care of myself. Nobody else was going to. So she taught me how to cook. I used to have a very bad attitude. And I guess I still do when I believe somebody's wrong. That's Mr. Jackson right here. He's a beautiful boy. Beautiful right there, the ginger cat. She's 100% feral. All these cats used to be feral, but I've had time with them this year, and I've got some of them tame. Jackson said howdy, he loves you, Aliagi, and God bless you. It's starting to rain again. Dad burn it. It's starting to rain again. I dumped out a little bit of cheese right there. How you doing, Miss Lisa? I'm gonna have to move my chair under the tree. Oh, look, coming here at Blackjack, hightailing it, trotting in. Well, I see little T now. He's up in the branch. He just jumped off the tree. Love you too, and God bless you, Aliagi. It's a nice surprise seeing everybody in here. I got 60 viewers. I never imagined there'd be 60 people wanting to see me and my cats. Which you ain't seeing me. You don't want to see me. I'm an ugly feller. They call me the Sasquatch for a reason. I live like a Sasquatch too. We might get to see a cat climb a tree here. Blackjack just went through the fork in the tree. That's one tree split in two, growing up in two. One root system. Can you see them in there? This thing don't want to zoom right when I'm on a live. I'm sorry. It sounds like somebody's on the roof of the garage too. Them cats will climb up that used to be a dog kennel right there. It got tore down for reasons unknowns to me back when I used to rent this place. But they'll climb up that and get on top of that old garage. Look at them hanging out with the grill. They hungry. They ain't hungry, but it smells good to them. It's about time for them, Miss Lisa. It's about time for them. I put some rolls on my grill earlier. Forgot about them. I was smoking that meatloaf and I forgot about the rolls and dried them out. They about hard as bricks, so I threw them way out there. So we'll probably see the skunks out there. Right there's another 100% feral girl. I call her Baby Girl. She is absolutely beautiful. She looks a lot like my Miss Pretty. If she had a white belly, she'd look like Miss Pretty, identical. The two feral girls are eating that cheese. Yeah, they smell that loaf. Yeah, but I'd say Pepe's the only one I've been, well, the white-backed one is the only one I've been seeing. I've called them both Pepe. And then there's a little one, a smaller one. I guess it's one of them's kid, or both of them's kid. They're kit, I believe they're called. Right there's little Nugget, the golden nugget, the champ. I'll go ahead and tell y'all on this live that watches my channel full time. I'm thinking now that Scarlet is a boy. He's solid white back there in the back. It's hard to tell, but I'm believing he's a boy. And if he is a boy, I'm gonna have to change his name. I can't have a boy named Scarlet. I know it's 2025, but I ain't doing that to one of my cats. I ain't gonna have a boy named Scarlet. Right there's Madam Fluffy. She is the undisputed champion. I'm glad they ain't sprayed me or the kitties too. But there's one thing about me, Miss Lisa, animals can tell I'm not here to hurt them. I will not ever hurt an animal unless they're trying to hurt my cats or hurt me. That's the only way I'll hurt them. And if I can't afford something to eat, I might go hunt a rabbit. and eat a rabbit. But I ain't got nowhere to keep a deer, you know, all the meat out of a deer or something, so I'm not going to kill a deer neither. If I get really, really hungry, I'll go find a rabbit, and I'll have rabbit stew or fried rabbit, cook it up just like chicken. Rhett. That's from the movie too, ain't it? I ain't never seen the movie, so I believe that's from the movie too. I've seen it advertised a million times. I've had ex-wives that watched it, and I've seen bits and pieces passing through. I don't like watching TV. I'd rather be out here watching nature than watch TV. Uh-oh, who's arguing? Don't be arguing. I don't know who's arguing. I can't tell. Who is it, champ? Okay. That's what I'll name her, or name him, whatever. I'm pretty sure it's a him after what I seen today, so it looks like he's got a little, you know what, forming back there, his little sack. And it could be a girl, and she's just very fluffy right there, so I just ain't sure. Until she lets me handle her, I ain't gonna be sure. I can't be sure. Did you see Cronus chasing Blackjack? That's pretty cool. Showing my fire. I tried to burn them bags a while ago, but it's been raining. They was wet and they wouldn't burn. They're surrounding the tree. See them up in the tree right there? Blackjack's up in the tree. You see him? They like to clone that tree. Then I've got the guardians of the smoker. All right, good deal. If she ends up being a boy, that's what I'll name him, Rhett. He's the one that said, "Frankly, my dear, I don't give a darn," ain't he? Look how pretty Bubba is. The cats are playing on the tree. They love that tree as much as I do. That tree keeps us cool in the summer. Cronus, and right here she is. She just come out of the shed. Look at her. See, it looks like a boy. Did you see that? I swear they look like they're forming back there. Yeah, she has a girl's face, definitely, but she might just be really fluffy back there. I could just be seeing it wrong. I can't see very, very, very well. But when I was playing with her, she was playing with me in here in the shed when it was raining earlier. She turned around, and I swear it looked like she had a little sack back there forming up. But she could be really fluffy. I just can't tell until I can handle her. For some reason, I want her to be a girl, but she might be a boy. She's just solid white back there, and it's hard to tell. Blackjack, you running from your brother? We got 66 people on here. I can't hardly believe that. Thank you all for joining. That look Nugget had on her face there for a second. I thought she was fixing to attack somebody. Nugget's the undisputed champ, for everybody that don't know. That's Little T right there. Little T let me love all over him last night for the first time ever. For a good 30 minutes, he loved on me. You gonna let me do it again, Little T? Huh? Say nope. Not today. Blackjack said he wants some lovins though. And here comes his little jealous brother. See that thing right there? That's what it looks like is forming on the back of Scarlet. What are you doing, Jackson? Jackson's such a beautiful boy. Some of them's wild, some of them ain't. B. I'm trying to read the comments and show all the cats at the same time. It's about an even split, B. I've got half of them tame and half of them still feral. They might be a little bit more than half tame now. Uh-oh. What are you doing, Sir Bubba the Great? You seen me pet them other boys, didn't you? You seen me pet them other boys, didn't you? Bubba's the man. He's the man with a master plan. We're going to call her a she until I know for sure. How about it? She's going to be Scarlet until I know for a fact she's not Scarlet. Then she'll be Red. Little T's a beautiful boy. Come here, buddy. He says, nope. He said, I was in a good mood yesterday. Uh-oh. I see somebody else looking at me, old hateful butt. I can't get it to zoom in no further than that. That's Biggin right there behind, in the very back, behind the grill. You can tell by his hateful face. Sunshine. Rosalind back there behind the grill. Little T and Black Jack. Baby girl still eating that cheese. Jackson and Bubba. And Scarlet. Cronus is laying on that branch right there, which it focused on my finger, but watch Bubba. Bubba's hateful to these other cats. Well, he can be hateful to the other cats. I think he's trying to play, but he plays rough. You play rough, don't you, Bubba? You going in the shed? He said, I give up on the meatloaf, Daddy. I'm going to go get some dry food. Which I know the meatloaf's done. I need to kill the heat on it. I moved the taters away from the fireside. That way they didn't get burnt up. What are you doing, Rosalind? What are you doing, Rosalind? You wanting some lovin's? Rosalind is Bubba's sister. They're litter mates. Rosalind was 100% feral till about 3 months ago. There's Biggin. What are you doing with your hateful self, Biggin? Hey, Kim, I will if you give me some donations. I can't do it by myself. I'm taking care of 30 cats. I can't do it by myself. I do have a GoFundMe, and nobody's give me a single donation to help me spay and neuter. There's a GoFundMe link on my page. I'm a poor man that's trying to keep these cats from getting starved to death. I live beside a mobile home park. That's where most of these cats come from. People abandon them, leave them here, move away and just leave them behind, and I'll feed them. I'm doing all I can to feed them and keep them healthy. As you can tell, every one of them's healthy. The only one that's got health problems is that little girl laying right there, and she was born that way. She's got immune system problems. Kim, they ain't no cheap ones near me, and I won't use the TNR programs because they killed my last two. I let them fix 2 of my females, and they sent them both back with abscesses in their stomach, and both of them died. So I'm not going to use the TNR programs. I'm sorry to say that. But at my vet, a good vet that I trust, is $375 plus medications, plus vaccinations. It comes out to $500 for each cat. And that's because she keeps them 3 days. She observes them. She makes sure they're fine before she ever sends them back here. And that's the only woman I'm going to let fix my cats, because there's another local vet that fixed one for $250 for me. I got her home, kept her inside and everything, and she still died from hemorrhaging inside from an abscess. Kim, check out my channel, honey, and you'll see everything I do. I do the best I can do to keep all these cats healthy. A matter of fact, the one sleeping right there, her name's Sunshine. She's the one that's had immune system problems her whole life. She's 8-year-old now. They told me she wouldn't live to be 2, and she's 8 now. But she's never been fixed, never been in heat, never been pregnant. She's got immune system problems. And she suffers with what they call pillow foot. I've got over $2,000 in that cat, getting them things removed off of her feet, all the medical care. I've done everything for her I can, and her pillow foot's back again. But she's healthy. She's looking good. She's lost just a little bit of weight on me, and I noticed that today. I got to thinking about that today, and I put some antibiotics down her throat today. I'm doing all I can do to keep these cats healthy. All I can do. I'm just a poor man that loves the innocent creatures of God. That's Madam Fluffy right there. She's beautiful. No, they're not in an urban environment at all. They're in the mountains of Tennessee. They're not in an urban area at all. That's the Appalachian Mountains right back there. If you don't believe me, if there's a lot of overgrowth, you can't see them. If you don't believe it's the Appalachian Mountains, I'll walk to the side of the cat shed and show you. Well, you can't see them. They're covered in clouds. Now, you can see some of them. But the big mountain's covered in clouds where it's been raining. What you doing, Bubba? What you doing, Bubba? You gonna go exploring? I'm gonna cut the heat down on this grill so my meatloaf don't burn up. It's alright, Nugget. It's alright, Nugget. This is my golden nugget. She's the undisputed champion of the world. Alright, I just cut the heat off on the grill. That's my Rosalind girl. That's Bubba's sister. I'm following you, Nugget. I'm following you, Nugget. Yes, I am. Look at them little gold eyes. They look like golden nuggets. That's how she got her name. There's my meatloaf and my taters. Looks pretty good, don't it? All that meatloaf for, well, I give $9 for the meat. And I guess the green peppers and onions was the same price as the meat. That meatloaf's gonna go on mine in the cat's belly. Look here, sitting in the door of the shed. Biggin, little T, Cronus was in there. Who's a talking back here? Somebody's a talk. Well, you can see one of the mountains right over there. We're right in a valley of the Appalachian Mountains. I've been missing the comments. I've been walking around. Hey, Docs, you say they're not wild animals. Where did they come from? Human beings is wild animals too. They're not getting fixed and spayed. Look what's happening in the human population. I honestly don't care if they get fixed and spayed or not, because however many appear here, I'm going to feed them, and I'm going to take care of them, and I'm going to love them. I live in the mountains of Tennessee. There's not an overpopulation of cats. There's definitely an overpopulation of lazy people, though. That's my opinion, and that's why people don't like me. Was that reply to me, Docs? Where are you getting your facts at, Docs? Them ain't facts. I've been taking care of cats for 20 years on this property. There's 23 here right now. I've been up to 25 at the most. So where are you getting that 700 number at, Docs? Come on, I'm giving you facts, man. Or woman, whatever you are, Docs RN. I've been taking care of cats on this property for 20 years. 20 years. And the highest number of cats I've ever had here is 25. There's 23 here right now. So explain it. Where's the other 677? Did you email me, Kim? You can email me, Kim, mountaincatssanctuary@gmail.com. It's cats, C-A-T-S, sanctuary. Mountain Cats Sanctuary at Gmail. I don't ignore hate too good, Kim. I'm an old-timey man. And when people come up with them BS facts, I'm going to throw real facts right back at them. There's more of an epidemic of lazy people in this nation than there is too many cats. I just got a notification. Hey, Docs, why don't you go find you another channel before you get banned? And if you knew anything about this channel, Docs, the sanctuary is my dream. That's the whole reason I started this channel, to try to work to my dream of having an actual sanctuary. I don't have to look it up, dude. I'm living it. 20 years of it. You can't handle facts. So why don't you go to a liberal meeting somewhere and pat each other on the back for what you don't do and what you tell everybody else to do. You are lying, dude. I've been doing it for 20 years. You are lying. I don't have to look nothing up. I live it. I started out with one cat 20 years ago. At the highest number I've had is 25. Right now I've got 23. So explain it with your facts. Yeah, I really don't know how. I don't know how, Kim. Let me try it here. I think I did. I hit remove. Well, there we go. Your book facts don't mean nothing to me, docs. Your liberal books is what's burnt the world. Ain't Sunshine beautiful? She steps so easy. Sunshine is so gentle and loving. She's 8-year-old and they told me she wouldn't live past 2. I've got over $2,000 in that little girl and I don't regret none of it. None of it. I spoke my facts and we lost half the people in the channel, but I don't really care. What are you doing, Rosalind? Look here at this hateful boy. He tried to eat me up twice last week. Yeah, the truth hurts people. The people that lives a lie, the truth hurts them bad. It hurts them really bad. You know, all they do, hey, how you doing, Grandma Shell? What part of Indiana? I've got a few family members in Battle Creek. I've lost my train of thought. Sorry, Kim. Yeah, Biggin. Well, I was talking about Biggin. He tried to eat me up twice last week. Now he's sitting there beside me like, I'm a good boy, Daddy. Until I reach out and try to pet him and he takes my finger off. How you doing, Grandma Shell? They guarding the grill for me, ain't they? Got little Nugget, Sunshine, Rosalind, and Madam Fluffy. The majority of the boys went over behind the thicket here on the other side of the garage. I still see Baby Girl. Baby Girl's right there. Biggin sitting here watching over his empire. Battle Creek. No, wait a minute. That's Michigan. That's not Indiana. I'm sorry. It's Battle Creek, Michigan. I had in my head. And for some reason I put that in Indiana. I'm sorry. You anywhere near the Speedway? I don't know much about Indiana. I've been through there a few times. Yeah, I want meatloaf too. I'm starving to death. since I've lost my job, I've lost about 40 pounds. I'm more worried about feeding the cats than I am feeding me. But now that I'm working again, things will have to get better. It's not a good job like I had, but it's a job. We still got people in here after my little rant there. That one got me fired up, though. I don't care to speak the truth. That's why people don't like me. The cats like me, though. I appreciate that, Kim. Dogs don't like them thunderstorms much, do they? I used to have some English bulldogs when I was growing up. Well, matter of fact, living in that old house that's falling down on the other side of that truck right there, that's where I was born and raised. We had some English bulldogs. They hated thunderstorms. Most dogs do. It hurts their ears, I reckon. That's what I was always told. There ain't nothing to be sorry about. Aliagi. How you doing, Hope? Evidently, I missed some comments. I don't know what's being said. Where you going, Biggin? You gonna go in and get some dry food since I ain't pulled the meatloaf off the smoker? That smoker's a good little unit. It takes a long time to cook something, but it's good. It sure is good. Would you, Hope? I'm just a backwoods man, honey. I don't know if people like how I do stuff or not. I'll tell you a little about me, Hope. I live in a barn. You know what a barn is? A barn's that right there. That's an old tobacco barn. But 20 years ago, I built me a barn right up there. You can't see it from them trees right there, but there's a barn back there. I built a new barn. I live in that barn by myself. No heat, no air conditioning, no heater. It's got a bathroom in it with a sink and a toilet and a stand-up shower. That's the only thing that house has got in it. Well, it ain't even a house, it's a barn. No insulation. It's got light, it's got electricity, it's got lights. But it's a barn. I live like the old people. Yeah, this used to be a tobacco farm I live on here, Hope. Until the government took it away from us. Like they do everything. Chef Daddy Mountaintop. A Sasquatch chef. People call me a Sasquatch because of the way I live and look. Back when I was in the motorcycle riding days, I done that for almost 20 years. That was my name, was the Sasquatch. Tobacco was a good way of life. You could make enough money off of tobacco in the 6 months that you grew it and handled it to live all year. And the government said no more. Only certain families could have it. because they've sent it all to Turkey and everywhere else. Turkish tobacco mostly. I hope it's good stuff, honey. It is. That cornbread salad is to die for, to be honest with you. I've got the recipe if you want it. I can't give it to you right now, but I've got it. You just got to know how to make cornbread, and cornbread's easy as it can be to make. But what I get crossed up, my mind outruns my mouth. I don't know if people want to watch a cooking segment from me or not, because I just cook the old way. I chop stuff up on a board, no sink, no nothing, I don't have countertops. I don't have none of that. I was. Aliagi, I was. I'm a retired motorcycle club member. The younger generation weren't what it stood for, and I left it. The younger generation has no respect. They have no morals. They have no values. They don't stand for nothing. Groundhog. A groundhog is a critter. A groundhog lives in the ground. I'm missing comments, evidently. Middle Tennessee would fry groundhog. Yeah, groundhog's good. They're just rare anymore. People sprayed so many insecticides and herbicides on the ground, it's killed them all. They used to be groundhogs here, but there's not anymore. I guess the cats keep them running off here. Yeah, groundhog, they can be a violent critter, but they're good to eat. Hope, I grew up on eating mud turtles, snapping turtle, squirrel, rabbit. Papa would even eat possum. I wouldn't eat no possum. I ain't gonna eat no possum. I've seen possum come out of some nasty places. I'm not gonna eat no possum. I grew up on real milk straight from the cow. That way of life's gone anymore. The government made sure of it. The government don't want people to be able to take care of themselves. Look how pretty Bubba is. That's a pretty boy, man. Strut for him, Bubba. You're a pretty boy. Yes, you are. I love you very much. I love you very much. I don't know how to pronounce your name. Baron, I guess. But howdy. I hope all is well for you. My boy Bubba here says hi. He loves every one of you. And never forget, God loves y'all too. If it wasn't for the good Lord, I wouldn't be alive right now for the things I've done in my life. He was patient enough with me till I could find his son, Jesus Christ. Bubba's the boss, there ain't no doubt about it. He's a good boy. He's a good boy. He's watching Biggin right now. Whacker, howdy, how you doing? Joe Sheen, maybe? Well, my phone's going dark on me again. I don't know how to prevent this. I don't know how to prevent it from going dark. I'm going to have to end this live because it's going to get where I can't see it. And all I can do is apologize to y'all for that. All I can do is apologize to y'all for my phone going dark on me. I don't know how to prevent that. And it just keeps getting darker. No matter what I do, it keeps getting darker. I'm sorry, y'all. I woke up to copperheads in my barn too. That's one of the reasons I put cats in the house. I've got 3 in the barn, 3 cats. That's one reason. I woke up to a copperhead mama and her babies in my barn right after I built it. And I got cats right after that. My phone's going very dark. I'm barely reading the comments. I can't even see what I'm showing y'all. My phone's going dark, everybody. I'm going to have to end this. I'm sorry. I don't know how to prevent it. I don't know how to keep it lit up. No, a copperhead ain't no snack. A copperhead is a snake that will kill you. And a baby copperhead's one of the most poisonous snakes in the world because it will inject every bit of its venom it has in its body into you. A copperhead's a bad news snake. I used to play with rattlesnakes, and I ain't fooling with no copperhead. Deadly snake. But I love everybody. I can't see this phone no more.